Alright everybody, we are going live here due to a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go ahead and pop that up there. Severe thunderstorm warning, forgive me. Goodness, I had to clear my voice there, sorry. Anyway, let's try to get back to that again. Severe thunderstorm warning being issued out for, give me just a second here. Jackson County, Marshall County, Northeast Alabama, Western Jackson County, and Northeast Alabama, Southeastern Madison County, and North Central Alabama, Madison County, sorry, Southwestern DeKalb County, and Northeast Alabama, Northeastern Coleman County, and Southeastern Franklin County. Weather Service showing a line of some severe thunderstorms capable of producing damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. That's going to be in effect for the next 50 minutes plus. Severe thunderstorm is located near Morgan City, 10 miles north of Arab, moving north-northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Areas impacted include Huntsville, southern Huntsville, Albertville, Scottsboro, Guntersville, Arab, Crossville, Owens Crossroads, Fife, Hollywood, and Powell. So possibility of some 60 mile an hour winds with this as it pushes on off to the north-northeast. Okay, grab this up really quick. Okay. So I know we have warmed up a good bit outside compared to what we was just a little while ago. If you're in Scottsboro, severe thunderstorm warning, some 60 mile an hour wind gusts possible. Now this storm is moving on off to the north-northeast. I have noted a little bit of rotation with it just to the west of Woodville. Again, it's not moving very quick. This is the same line that we was talking about probably, I don't know, like what, an hour ago? Well, maybe not that long, but about 30 minutes ago. Oh my gosh.
I just figured it out. It's a box. A gentleman in his workshop has his box turned up, hammering on something, it triggers it. K4JCH. Okay, John. Yes, you're right. But now, who is it though? I don't know, but now that we've told him that in his shop, if he's got his volume turned up, go turn your Vox off, please. Please turn your Vox off in your shop. K4JCH.
That makes sense.
This is a public service announcement from K4JCH.
That explains a lot. Somebody's got their Vox on their radio and they're in their shop hammering. And when they're doing that, it's activating the mic. So that makes sense. Hopefully they heard that. Alright guys, so bear with me. I'm going to try to finally get to eat something today. So bear with me here. I haven't ate nothing today at all. Okay, so let me get a track. Let's see, let me erase that out of there. Alright, so basically this line is moving on off to the north-northeast, so I'm going to try to actually didn't mean to even put the track. I know I said track, but I think this will work a little bit better. Alright, so this is what this line is doing, moving on off to the kind of to the north-northeast, east-northeast. Some of these storms moving through, there is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. It does include southwest DeKalb County, all of Marshall County, and a good bit of Jackson County. These storms will be capable of producing some damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. So just a heads up, that warning is in effect for another 50 minutes. So it's a good little warning out there for a while. So keep that in mind. And these storms, definitely pretty mean looking little storms there, producing a nice little shelf cloud. I can tell by the way the clouds are kind of, there's some turbulence going on in those storms. So if you're seeing those clouds, if you're in Guntersville looking west or Albertville looking west, you're probably seeing the clouds go up and down kind of in a circular motion. There is actually a good bit of turbulence with this line as it's moving through, so most people's going to get that confused with rotation, but it's actually turbulence. And I'm actually bringing some of my cameras up to see if we can view it. Let's see. Yeah, these clouds are moving really fast. I'm looking at them in the BOAS camera, and they are moving really fast. Bear with me here. Okay, so it doesn't look like I've got a camera anywhere in the area that's able to pick that up. But we do have very low clouds, and we have so a good bit of wind shear up there. I can tell there's a good bit of wind shear. So I'm really going to be watching these storms as they move through, but unfortunately I don't have a camera that I can show. But I am looking at some of the cameras on the tower, on one of the cameras in Albertville. And there is a good bit of wind shear out there. These cameras are moving like left, right, crazy. Good bit of shear out there. Wish I could show them. And if you're in Eider, you're actually east of this storm. Sorry, let me fix this. So yeah, if you're, I'm not sure why it would be telling Eider to take cover, because you're not under the warning. You are just to the east of this main line of storms. But this right here, we're going to keep an eye on it, and it looks like it may impact the north or the southwest portions of DeKalb. Areas like Geraldine to the northeast, but this whole line here is capable of producing some damaging winds. Looking at taking a look at it here. So I see some turbulence on the radar, but not necessarily rotation, but I do see some turbulence where it's actually spiraling. You can see that very well on the reflectivity here. If you watch it, it's spiraling like a corkscrew almost. So there's some pretty good wind in there with that as it pushes on off to the northeast. Areas impacted would be Guntersville, Grant, Woodville, New Hope, that's in Marshall County, Jackson County, Langston, Section, Woodville, Scottsboro, Pleasant Grove, Skyline, High Top, and Hollywood. DeKalb County looks like areas anywhere from Crossville to Geraldine, Painter, Oak Hill, Pendergrass, Rogers, Whiten, Five Forks, Hopewell, Chigger Hill, South Hill, Grove Oak, Tenbrook, Lakeview, Gilbert's Crossroads areas. I'll continue to watch this as it pushes on off to the northeast, but there is a severe thunderstorm warning on that. Keep that in mind. For some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Maybe he can't spell Fox, that's why he can't shut it off. And FOT said it.
Oh Lord, causing an argument on the main repeater, guys. Come on, just. It's not the time for that mess. If I continue to track these storms on off to the northeast, I'm going to sit here with everybody and we're going to track them off as they move northeast. No problem. Glad I could go live. Let me get the text fixed. All right, for the Geraldine area, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning if you're in Geraldine, just an FYI. It's going to be a little while before it gets here. To be honest, it's weakening out a lot, so some people are asking when's the severe threat going to be over. I honestly have not looked at the new model outlooks, so I'm trying to eat something and also do all this at the same time, so give me just a sec. It's about 2 o'clock right now. All right. So it looks like Saturday get a little bit more energy in here, but looks like our energy pretty much breaks off. Trying to run it back through several scans here. Looks like around 3 and 4 o'clock our cape really breaks off. So another hour or so of this and our cape really gets out of here. So probably another hour or two before it moves out. And then as we go into Saturday, we get some more instability moving in. Not saying there will be a severe threat, just saying that there is some energy in place. Yeah, Saturday, I'm not seeing a lot of real energy in North Alabama on Saturday. There's just a little bit. But yeah, looks like our best threat for severe was today. Running through the scans on Saturday, there is a little bit of energy there in the morning, but not a lot. But it does look like a little bit of a return for a little bit of energy comes in around 5 o'clock on Saturday, so I'm noting that a little bit of energy returns by 5 o'clock Saturday, but overall it doesn't look crazy. We'll just have to keep an eye on that to see if a marginal threat's put out tomorrow. But other than that, it looks like our threat should be over with within the next couple of hours, just to be honest with you. So here's that line coming on through, and again, the severe portion there, you are under a warning if you're in the, and I've noticed this line is really picking it up, like right as I was just looking at the high-res models. Line is moving to the east, so let's get the update here.
Severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Coleman County is canceled. The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. That's one. The severe thunderstorm warning, we already read that one. All right, there we go. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3 p.m. for Marshall, western Jackson, southeastern Madison, southwestern Dekalb, and southeastern Franklin counties. At 2:22 p.m., a severe thunderstorm is located near Owens Crossroads, or 15 miles north of Guntersville, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Radar indicated 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Albertville, Scottsboro, Guntersville, Arab, Crossville, Owens Crossroads, Fife, Hollywood, Powell, and Geraldine. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. KI4 KWR. Skywarn net control.
We haven't heard of any tornado touchdowns in North Alabama. I do believe I heard of a few south of us, but that was it. Okay, so watching this line, I'm going to adjust back down a little bit, go a little bit south here. It really looks like the damaging wind should miss southwest DeKalb County. It looks like it's going to go toward Jackson County, actually. While we are under a warning, it looks like the bulk of those winds should miss southwest portions of DeKalb. We'll watch and see, but it looks like we might be spared here. And it may go on up toward, I actually see some of the winds coming in right now. And it looks like most of that is going up toward Jackson County, around Woodville, Scottsboro, you know, kind of going to the northeast in that general direction. Grant and Marshall County, Guntersville. I truly believe it'll miss us right here in DeKalb County. Looking at it on several different scans, and honestly, I believe it's going to miss us, just to be truthful. I don't see 60-mile-an-hour winds in this whole storm. In fact, I don't see 60-mile-an-hour winds at all right now. Maybe some embedded spots. I'll give you around maybe Grant, west of Grant. This could be some high winds there. Let's see, to the northeast of Arab, or east of Arab, some high winds. North of Union Grove, some high winds. Even along Union Grove, some high winds there. Seeing some around Grant, as mentioned. Other than that, though, I'm not seeing anything that would just say a big line of 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be embedded spots of 60-mile-an-hour winds. But I do see some high winds there. But I don't think that it's going to move into DeKalb County. I really don't. I could be wrong. But by what I'm looking at, I really don't think it will. Let's just say unless this line starts moving a lot further east than what it is now, like unless it really moves east quick, all this should stay just a little bit outside our area. Storm motion is north-northeast, and I just don't see this being able to make it here at that rate, unless, like I said, it just jets east, like right now, just starts turning east, directly east. and right now it's moving north-northeast, so it's going toward Grant. It's over New Hope, moving toward Woodville, all to the northeast. And again, that whole little line there is not, there's not 60-mile-an-hour winds in this entire line here. This is going to be embedded spots. And I'm going to say the highest potential for that would be right now, maybe Guntersville. You might get some high winds, 40 to 50. Out of that, the best threat of damaging winds honestly looks like it'd be around Woodville, New Hope, moving on off to the north-northeast around Pleasant Groves. I do see a little bit of a bow going on with that storm there. Looks like that would be the best threat for any damaging winds would be in that area. And another little pocket down here, just to the northeast of Arab. Get that back up here. But until they cancel it, we're going to leave it like it is because they've still got us under a warning until they decide to move us out. I'm not going to be the one to say fully differently there, even though it looks like it's going to miss us. And all of this to the south is just basically rain. That's pretty much it. So Skyline, High Top, you guys are more than likely going to get in on this wind and stuff as this pushes northeast. But right now, my main concern with any wind would be right here, with this batch right here around Woodville. And you could have some strong wind even in Guntersville. I'm not going to say there's not. There's probably some strong winds with that. But the damaging stuff looks like, honestly, it would be around Woodville right now, moving north, kind of north-northeast. So yeah, I just had to check Birmingham there to make sure I wasn't missing something, and not missing anything. It's pretty much the same difference. Station 58, all stations, be advised, we are under severe thunderstorm warning in southwest Dekalb. According to radar, though, looks like the highest of the winds will stay away from our area, moving through Woodville, Jackson County, kind of north-northeast or Pleasant Groves. Some gusty winds possible in Guntersville, but I'm just not seeing anything on radar that would show damaging winds moving into, DeKalb. I mean, I'm really not seeing damaging wind potential anywhere from Union Grove all the way to Albertville. I'm not really seeing anything there. Some gusty winds in Guntersville possible. Looks like most of it's moving into Jackson County, missing DeKalb County. So we'll watch it for a little longer, though, and see if anything changes. But right now, the cell I'm most concerned with damaging wind potential will be anywhere from New Hope northeast to Woodville at this point. Station 58 standing by 232. Yeah, it kind of looks like it may go west of Scottsboro, too. That's what I'm thinking, too. Douglas is out of power. Down there in Douglas. Hang on just a second. I mean, I really don't know unless lightning has hit something. Or somebody has hit something. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was just talking with the weather on the weather service there, and they have removed DeKalb County and southern parts of Marshall County out of that warning, and they have brought it up north with this line right here. So just talking about that, they moved it. Looks like we're still going to watch Scottsboro because it is kind of moving north-northeasterly. Looks like Woodville, you're definitely getting some high winds right now. It is even north of Grant, but still there is a little bit of wind right in there. So that's what I'm watching right now currently on the radar here. So glad to see Huntsville agrees with me on that. That little decision there. Pretty much that little line that you see right there where that red is, that's where your damaging winds are going to be at. And that's moving right at Woodville, so you're about to get some pretty high winds in Woodville. If you're in the Woodville area, you're going to get some pretty high winds. You can see them showing up. Maybe it could go to 60. It could be some embedded 60s in there. I don't see them with my radar, but that don't mean they're not there. Huntsville can see, 3D of the storm, how, where the winds are at and whatnot. And unfortunately, I don't have that detailed information where I can look in depth of the storm and see, where the wind is at and all that. I can only tell you what I'm seeing. So there is possibly going to be some gusty to damaging winds with that moving through Woodville. Also, continue to move on off to the northeast, like Rocky Ridge, Butler Mill, Woodall Place, areas like that. And Marshall County, that's northern parts of Marshall County, going to possibly have some damaging winds there. And that's going to be crossing County Road 63 here pretty shortly. And let's see, what does that say? Cathedral Cavan Highway there near Ridgetop. Some high winds showing up there. Starting to see those actually pop up a good bit. Also some high winds in Grant. Looks like Bucksnort area, some high winds showing up. New Hope.
With this storm, it may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. KF for Canary R, Skywarn at control. Kilo, Bravo.
Alright, so as mentioned, severe thunderstorm warning for Dekalb was lifted up. Northern Marshall County still under a severe thunderstorm warning, anywhere from Grant, but around Grant areas where that's at. New Hope to Grant, but again, looks like most of it's moving out of the county and up into Jackson County. I do believe this stuff's going to stay west of Scottsboro, west of Hollywood. Looks like it's trying to move toward Pleasant Grove, so keep that in mind. I do believe it will miss Scottsboro unless this thing broadens out and spreads out a bit. It's kind of moving north-northeast, so that would actually put it moving more in this direction versus going east towards Scottsboro. So I believe that'll move on up kind of toward Pleasant Groves, maybe Skyline, if it holds together. I'm noticing it really weakening out just a bit as far as the size of the storm goes. It's not as big as it was. Still a pretty decent little storm there. Let's look at the velocity. Still showing some damaging wind potential, mainly along Woodville and south. Around Rocky Ridge, y'all are getting some really high winds right now, Rocky Ridge, if you're in that area. But I do appreciate everybody watching and standing by with me. Really do appreciate that. It shows I'm getting messages, but it's weird. I'm not. I don't see anything new. So I believe this warning here will probably be dropped pretty shortly. So yeah, I'm going to try to draw a path the way the wind is going. So it looks like the wind is actually kind of going probably a little bit north of that. But it looks like right here is where that wind is going to go. So it may stay west of Scottsboro. We'll see. I'm noting it moving a little bit east now compared to what it was. So I'm going to watch that. A spell, you might be in line for that here in a minute, depending if it goes north of you, where that line is at. It should stay west of Scottsboro, but again, keeping an eye on it to see if it does. Pleasant Groves, you'll get some high winds, but our main area of the wind is actually right here. You're looking at it right there. There's our wind. The highest of the wind in that storm currently is showing up right there. So yeah, it did just build south a little. I was watching that just then. A little bit of a tail coming in on that, so we'll see if it moves that far. I still don't think it'll make it. Not a problem. Thank you guys. And again, if we would like to send a donation to help us keep things going, as everybody knows, things are pretty rough on everybody. I don't think that's very hard to look around and see. But if you could do it, there you go. Cash App, Dekalb CWX. There's a way you can send a donation to say thanks if you would like, and it helps us out a lot. Looks like the other service just canceled the warning on that. So, yeah, looks like that warning has been dropped.
Severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Marshall, western Jackson, and southeastern Madison counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. However, gusty winds between 40 and 50 miles per hour and heavy rain are still possible with this thunderstorm. KF4 KWR, Skywarning Control.
All right, everybody, we won't hold y'all up. Severe thunderstorm warning was just dropped. The Weather Service office in Huntsville. So we'll go ahead and clear out of here and finish eating. Y'all have a great day. Again, we'll wrap this up with our sponsors, Mr. Dennis Snyder at Alabama Living Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, you give him a call at 256-979-4330 and check him out on Facebook. And also RKG Automotive Group, if you need a vehicle, go check them out. Lots of good prices on them, lots of new ones every day. Check them out there on Facebook and give them a call, 256-323-7323. And also Shappy Land Maintenance, if you need any lawn work done or just about any kind of work done, you can give my uncle a call there, 256-601-2608. That's Shappy Land Maintenance. And also, if you have a business or you're wanting to get a business logo done or something, or you need some advertisement done, let me know. That's what I do, as you just seen. The more sponsors I could get, the better, to help me keep this page going. This page has cost me more than I ever thought it would, and without my sponsors, I couldn't do it. So the more sponsors we have, the better. Keep that in mind. If you know of a business that's needing advertisement done, keep us in mind. Please keep us in mind. We'd appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening. Stay safe out there, and we will keep you updated here. And we'll see y'all again soon. Take care. Have a blessed evening.